This is Cipher 9 to headquarters. You have my target list.
Watcher 2 here. I've finished preliminary mapping of the Eagle's network. Your designated targets are terror cells located on Balmorra, near the Republic border, and on Nar Shaddaa in Hutt space.
I'll contact you once I've arrived. Cipher 9 out.
Acknowledged. Watcher 2 out.
Ikak na ino, alakak nebo ramboa, naya nam ramkam, kala amkam mani, libik bak.
What's the situation?
Manuk maraka naja, ki nawabam, yak manala. Kam ino memnuk, naja naya amkam mimik meraka.
What are the terrorists doing here?
Rujakak, young Kim Aliam.
Sorry about that, Cipher 9. Welcome to the Eastern Galactic Front. This whole star system is a crisis point. Republic and Empire are testing one another's strength. Meanwhile, the terrorists lurk in the middle.
Good to see a pretty face.
So long as I'm not just a pretty face. Pity the circumstances have to be unpleasant. The Eagle's men are using the war as a cover for local activities. Balmorra is their training ground. Cell members recruit, instruct, and arm new terrorists here, fresh soldiers destined for other points in the network. It's a vital part of the system.
So where do I sign up to join?
That I can't tell you, but you have the right idea. To dismantle the terror cell there, you'll need local support. I'm alerting one of our officials to your presence. Lacerne Renald is the station chief in Sobrik, the Imperial settlement where you landed. He runs intelligence operations on Balmorra and can brief you more thoroughly.
What's your assessment of the man?
He's worked for us for decades. I've never met him, but I expect he's loyal. Renald runs his affairs out of the back of an arms dealership. He'll be waiting for you when you arrive. Move quickly on this one, Cipher 9, and watch what you say. If things go bad, you'll have half a planet gunning for you.
Well, what have we here? Let me take a look at you. Splendid! No one ever suspects an alien. I'm glad Keeper finally sent someone. Pity it took a disaster to get headquarters attention.
You sound like you're familiar with the director.
Oh, Keeper and I go back. I knew him before, well before he was Keeper. Wouldn't trust him if my life depended on it, though. I kid, of course. Keeper's a good sort. But here, I'm being a poor host. Have a drink. Settle in after your trip. This shop doesn't look like much, but it's secure.
Do you always imbibe on the job?
And I suppose you've never sat in a cantina with a glass of Uranian brandy hoping your cover hasn't been blown. Ours is a dangerous profession, Agent. We all find ways to take the edge off. But on to business. These terrorists you're after, they've been a thorn in my side for a long while. They're worse than the Republic in some ways.
Why'd you say that?
Familiarity. The terrorists know Balmorra. The Republic doesn't, at least not as well. This terror cell is homegrown, made up of Balmorrans unhappy with the Empire's rule. I suspect the Republic tacitly supports the terrorists. We're their common enemy. So we do our best to cope with the bombings and sabotage.
What's your response been so far?
The governor makes an example of a few dozen Balmorrans after each attack, but it doesn't have much of an effect. Meanwhile, I've been studying the terror cell's structure, and there's good news. If we can take out the local leader, the cell should fall apart.
You have this plan, but you haven't actually implemented it.
Yes, well, we don't know exactly who the leader is. The terrorists call the man in charge Grey Star. He runs the cell, gives the orders, and knows all the secrets. They claim Grey Star used to work with the Eagle, but who can be sure? Only the high-ranking cell members know Grey Star's identity.
It's a complication, but there's opportunity there.
I have a mole inside the terrorist cell already. He's a good lad. No cipher, though. He can bring you in. You'd have the opportunity to impress the terrorists, win their trust.
And gain access to their leader.
Precisely. Grey Star will be ours. Sanju Pine, my operative, can introduce you to the terrorist recruiters at the Troida military workshop outside the safe zone. But be careful how you present yourself. If the terrorists suspect you're Imperial, you'll lose Grey Star. And your lives.
Don't waste my time, Sanju. You're lucky to even be here.
I got you those scramblers, didn't I? Come on, Kimish, you owe me. Maybe not big time, but you owe me.
When's the last time you did an operation for us?
What? Come on, we've been over this.
Grey Star didn't send out a call for cowards, and neither did the Eagle. Do you think...
Hey, someone finally made it. It's great to meet you in person. This is the group I was telling you about. I think you'll get along with them real well. Better than I do, hopefully.
I've been looking forward to meeting your friends.
Kemish, this is the guy who got in touch with me after the Eagles broadcast. Said he wanted to join us.
Uh-huh. Sanju says you fought the Imperials at Druckenwell. Says the Empire has a bounty on your head.
I didn't know you were at Druckenwell. We should talk.
Is all that real? You some ace killer looking to get the Empire off Balmora?
You think I don't live up to my reputation?
Maybe I do. Can you blame me? My name's Kemish. These people here, they follow SWTOR, our founder. They've been spat on, starved, and punished by the Empire. Now you're not from Balmora. You haven't been through what they've been through. Makes me wonder how far I can trust you.
You don't have to trust me. Let me prove myself.
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe you can impress SWTOR. There's an abandoned factory not far from here. Used to make droids, but its defenses went haywire when the Empire took over. Place is swarming with rogue security units. It's also full of expensive equipment. Get inside, and there's something I want.
Name it and it's yours.
The Okara droid factory produced shielded power cores for stealth droids. I want a case for my people. My people can convert the cores into explosives, plant them around an enemy base, and thanks to the stealth shielding, no one will know until it's too late.
Sounds nasty, but sometimes nasty is what gets the job done.
Let's be upfront. This is a test, so if you fail, don't bother coming back. We'll just kill you.
Good luck. And be careful. The factory's a nasty place.
Thank the stars I reached you. Sorry about earlier. With Kemish there, I couldn't say a thing. Station Chief Ranald told me you were from Imperial Intelligence, so I set things up as fast as I could. Anyway, Sanju Pine. Guess you know that.
I'm Cypher 9. Renald said good things about you.
I'm trying not to mess up anyway. So, Kemish verified your background. Intelligence did its job, you're fine there. I'm doing my best to find out anything about the cell leader, SWTOR. Maybe you can learn more when Kemish trusts you.
I need you safe. Finding out about SWTOR is my mission, not yours.
I appreciate that, but I've been inside the cell for a year now, and they haven't gotten suspicious yet. There's one other thing. Those power cores you're after, you know what Kemish plans to do with them, right? She's gonna attack Sobrik. She'll have some of the new recruits plant the bombs and run. Hit the town and the Imperial base.
Casualties? How many injured, how many dead?
Well, how am I supposed to figure that? Just listen. I know a way to disable the power cores so Kemish won't suspect you. There's a machine in the factory that can do it. Run the sealed case through the machine, and the cores will fry. Kemish will see you didn't unlock it. She will assume the cores went bad over the years.
It's a risk. But we could save a lot of people. I'm in.
Great. I'll send you the machine's coordinates. We can stop a lot of bloodshed. I'll see you when you get back to Troida, okay? Sanju out.
Kinda cute, isn't he? Kinda stupid, too. If he had money, he'd be perfect.
Don't let me stand in your way.
I never will. Anyway, let's find that machine. Or maybe not.
Back already? Your friend's quick, Sanju.
Told you he was good.
You tell me a lot of things, but I asked for the stealth droid power cores. If you don't have them, you're wasting my time.
Spare me the attitude. I want to work with you. Here.
Huh. Looks like you actually made it to the factory. It'll take a minute to get this case open. Sanju, go fetch Pyther and a droid.
I think we've got it, Kemish. Crack the case open and let's see if our new friend did the job right.
Looks like everything's here. Except... what's this? The readouts say the power cores are fried. What did you do?
I went in there and got the case, like you asked.
You don't get to make excuses. Not to me, and definitely not now.
Kemish, come on. There are plenty of ways those things could have gone bad.
It is suspicious, but power cores are pretty fragile.
Yeah. Okay. Bad luck can happen to anyone. Once.
All I want is a chance to fight our cause.
Fine. I'll give you one more shot, but you better make this work. You seen the caves in this valley? Dark and cramped, but they make a nice hiding place. Scanners bounce right off them.
Useful. For all sorts of things.
Seemed like a good discovery. SWTOR set up a training outpost in the caves a while back. Then the Empire started dropping gas bombs on the Republic. The outpost was poisoned. Toxin got into the soil. Turned good kids into drooling psychos. And the caves were overrun by our own people.
There's gotta be a way to flush the toxin out of your people. Restore their sanity.
Early on, maybe there was. It's way too late now. We're willing to cut our losses, but there's still data on the outpost computers. I want it transmitted out and the systems destroyed.
Sanju, get to high ground outside of town. You can pick up the signal with the booster box.
Is all that clear? The toxin victims will be after you, but get that data wiped, or we're finished.
I know what I'm doing. I'll make it through the caves.
Now get out of here. I've got to figure out what we're gonna do without those power cores.
So, Kemish brought you in, huh? Too bad we didn't get to train together. I like teaching the new recruits. I'm Pyther. I'm one of the old hands, from before the Eagle started his whole galaxy-wide campaign. Back when we just had Greystar.
What made you get involved with the Resistance?
When the Republic fled Balmorra and let the Imperials take over, Mom and Dad got killed. I will never forgive the Empire for what they did to this planet. Or the Republic either, for leaving us to rot. Without Greystar, I wouldn't have much hope for Balmorra. But he knows what he's doing. He can make a weapon out of a farm boy. He'll get us out.
Tell me what Greystar's like.
Never met him, but I've seen his messages. He's not as charismatic as the Eagle, but he is smart. That's all I need in a leader. You take care of yourself now. I need to get back to work.
I'm receiving your transmission. Give me a second to fine-tune the frequency and I'll start transferring the data. There, it's all coming in now. I guess you made it to the outpost okay?
I'm fine. What's your status?
I'm in the grasslands above the valley. Kemish didn't send anyone with me so I can speak freely. It's actually really pretty up here. All this data Kemish wanted us to retrieve. I think some of it's from Greystar. Orders, communiques, all sorts of stuff. Blast. There's a list of collaborators. Balmorrans who've been working with the Empire since the occupation. Kemish hates collaborators.
What do you think her plans are for the list?
Kemish probably wants to make the list public. If the collaborators are outed, a lot of Balmorrans will want them dead. Some of these guys are officials, factory bosses, the works. If they start getting killed, the governor's gonna punish everyone.
Punish them how, exactly?
After a big terrorist hit, the governor rounds up a bunch of civilians. Most of them disappear forever. Look, I can send the list on to the Imperial authorities. They can set up protection for the collaborators in case Kemish goes public. I know Kemish might get suspicious after what happened with the power cores, but what else can we do?
We have to maintain our cover at all costs, even if that means people get killed.
I was afraid you'd say that. I won't do anything, as per your orders. I need to sign off and get back to Trader. You should do the same. Send you out.
How could you hurt his feelings? He respects you so much and you were cruel to him. All he wanted was to save a few lives. I kind of feel for this stupid thing. Maybe I'll have to comfort him after all.
Come on, Kalia. I'm more fun to play with.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Doesn't mean I wouldn't enjoy a little variety. Maybe you're right, though. And I guess if he's going down, I don't need to go down with him.
So you made it back. You did good work out there. All the data's intact. Did Sanju tell you those computers had a list of Imperial collaborators? You helped us expose traitors.
Does this prove that I'm on your side?
Proof doesn't exist in this business. You know that. But you're doing all right. And I need your skills for a special job. I don't have anyone else who can handle it.
Sounds like you're starting to rely on me.
If that's what it sounds like, then that's what it sounds like. You know all about the way the Empire and the Republic have been using our planet as a battleground. Pretty obvious stuff. Normally, the Republic doesn't bother us. They've got other worries. But I need someone to get inside the main Republic base.
Why do you want to get in there?
I need you to make a drop to one of our friends in the Republic ranks. Get past the guards, get inside and make the delivery. That's it.
I guess I'll just have to trust you.
Here's the package and the coordinates of your target. He'll know what to do once you make the delivery. We're clearing out this safe house, so I'll contact you once we've settled somewhere else. And be careful at the base. They find you, they kill you.
You're not going to tell me anything else?
Don't push it. You're still new here. See you in a while. If you make it back alive, I can promise we'll be working together a lot.
We'll talk soon. Watch yourself.
Hey, I don't have long, but please tell me you didn't deliver the package to the Republic base yet.
What's going on, Sanju?
That package you're carrying is for Greystar, the Terror Cell leader. Greystar's the man inside the Republic base. Chemish wants to extract him, and you've been sent to help.
How did you find that out?
That information you got from the training camp turned out to be real handy. As best I can tell, Greystar has been secretly managing and supplying the Terror Cell while pretending to be a loyal Republic officer. It was the perfect cover. Well, until the Republic started to suspect. Now Greystar needs to escape before he's caught.
Why does the Republic care?
The terrorists aren't going to let the Republic take Balmorra back. The Empire's their main enemy, but they don't think the Republic's much better. Your package contains instructions and maps leading to a safe house. But we could change those instructions. Send Greystar into a trap. Once we have Greystar, we could make him give up his security protocols. We could send out orders to the cell using his name.
That's never going to work.
I know how Chemish and her people think. If we capture Greystar and learn what he knows, I can forge convincing orders. Chief Reynolds' been looking for a way to turn the terrorists against the Republic for ages. We can make it work.
You're trickier than I thought, Sanju.
I'm sending you rendezvous coordinates. If you want to do this thing, tell Greystar to meet me there. I'll arrange the rest. If you don't send him my way, well, I guess you'll have to kill him.
I don't think it'll come to killing Greystar.
Good luck then. I don't know if I'll see you again. Depending on what happens with Greystar, I may have to go into hiding for a while. But it's been an honor working with you. Sanju, out.
Verkwoli drafa utpota mina. Menufitan fine milma muriel matumiting. Eruele flara garo. Isabor jesem zevaxa inatro. Mbome finadre.
A woman named Chemish sent me here. You know who I'm talking about?
Imarne am passager für hog broor. Pegarus plot as vista bokar pina nui marstro deber kurt burkurni.
Can't you at least tell me what you're doing here?
Dawi ura trester marmiki. Homeo hungrus nomin muslon fatei. Skoribo foremita dosum. Moflaska ki kafi mamugur tu flator.
There's been a change of plans. You're going to rendezvous with one of our people at these coordinates.
Dau van modlegar. Hiels trioio furgalogar. Hef skam pimio helka tudverk. Hever zegna ekio apflo kompa. E gratio pegar huska me vini. Minamu forksa meo hun.
When you get to the rendezvous, give them my regards.
Bauer daruvonar. Overpori e bil skure au gut nudar glangor.
I expect a full report as soon as possible, Station Chief.
Of course. As soon as things have calmed down. Ha! What have we here? If it isn't the Cypher himself come triumphantly to our doorstep. I was just telling our keeper about you.
What's going on here?
Reynolds, summarize the situation for Cypher 9.
You gave us quite a prize, Cypher. The Terror Cell under our control. Greystar captured and replaced by Sanju Pine, of all people. I never dreamed we'd see such success, but Sanju has already begun sending orders, and the terrorists now unwittingly serve us.
Is Sanju managing all right? There's a lot of pressure on him.
Oh, the boy's fine, just fine. A bit overwhelmed, maintaining two identities at once, but we'll guide him through it. For the time being, Sanju will use the Greystar persona to gather information and turn the terrorists against the Republic.
As time goes on, we may find other uses for the terrorists. But that's another discussion. The Balmorran cell is no longer a threat. The other cells in the Eagle's network will no longer receive fresh recruits and supplies from this world.
Then the operation was successful.
That's correct. Station Chief Reynolds will take matters from here. He'll run cleanup and forward any discoveries to headquarters. When you return to your ship, contact Watcher 2. She will brief you on all new developments and transfer credits to your discretionary accounts.
I'll be on my way shortly.
Good work once again, Cypher 9. Keep her out.
That man hides it well, but the strain's getting to him. Probably worried the Dark Council will skin him alive.
I'd be worried too, if I were Keeper.
Make no mistake, I don't hold him responsible for what happened, but Darth Jadus was assassinated on his watch. Ah, but now's no time to discuss politics. You deserve a moment of celebration, and I have work to do.
I'll let you get to it then.
Safe journey, young Cypher.
Not bad, Agent. Not bad at all. You and me, we're going places.
Secure transmission established. This is Watcher 2. I'm glad you checked in, Cypher. Chatter has increased among the surviving cells, and it seems the Eagle is planning another attack.
I just eliminated a group of terrorists, and you can't say congratulations?
Sorry. Congratulations indeed. Now, we have a serious problem. The Eagle only needed one cell to bomb the Dominator and assassinate Darth Jadus. For what's coming, he's using the entire Terra network. But the messages we've intercepted are frustratingly vague. Just cryptic references to devices called eradicators.
Any idea what an eradicator is?
A weapon of some sort. But is it a laser? A virus? I don't know. Not much to be done at the moment. You need to focus on taking the Terra network apart. As you eliminate the larger cells, we can identify more terrorist activity centers. Eliminate enough, and the network will lose cohesion.
We'll get together once this is over, have a drink.
We'll have the opportunity. I'll do everything I can from here. It's been 4 days since I stepped outside the Citadel. But I'm in no hurry. I'll be in touch. Watcher 2 out. This is Watcher 2. I'm receiving your signal. Transmission secure. Nice to have you on a world with modern HoloNet transceivers. You're coming in loud and clear, Cypher 9.
Looking good yourself, Watcher 2.
It's the high-resolution holo processors. They make up for my defects. Nar Shaddaa is one of the most densely populated city worlds in the galaxy. It's also a major trade hub for criminals and corporations. That's why the terrorists are here. The local cell procures weapons and technology for the Eagle's entire network.
If you're right, we need to cut off those supplies.
Agreed. But there's more to it than that. These terrorists aren't thugs. They're intelligent, coordinated, and well hidden. I've contacted an asset who claims he can help locate them. He's a former operative of ours, effective in his day. When he had to be retired, he was redesignated Watcher X.
What do you mean by had to be retired?
Watcher X was one of our most capable analysts, but he became paranoid, prone to seeing connections and conspiracies where none existed. He was judged unstable and confined to Shadow Town, a Nar Shaddaa slum rebuilt as an open prison. It's where the Empire holds people who know too much. People we might need later. That's all I'm authorized to say.
Send me coordinates and I'll pay him a visit.
Done. Thank you. Shadow Town residents are fitted with motion tracking implants set to explode if they escape. This should keep Watcher X under control. Nonetheless, don't underestimate him. Watcher 2 out.
Step inside. Scan the apartment for important things. Overt threats, escape routes, access terminals. Take your time. Now, look again. Scan for concealed weapons, hiding places. Anything innocent is probably a bug. Anything you don't recognize should be analyzed later. Play the game. I can wait.
Nice meeting you too, Watcher X.
I apologize. I'm so glad to see you. Is that what you were expecting?
Got a lot of brass for someone living in filth.
You're a Cypher agent. Specializations in disguise, seduction, infiltration, assassination. You're brave to come to Shadow Town. This could be your future. A bomb in your head, trapped here like a criminal.
I'm still not completely clear what this place is.
The people in the slum are spies, assassins, scientists, experiments. Most of us have done unpleasant things. All of us know too much. The Empire keeps us because we're too valuable to kill, but it doesn't want us on its doorstep. Now do you understand?
What makes you so valuable?
My mind. my ability to see connections. Let me give you an example. You know that the Eagle's terrorists are using Nar Shaddaa as a supply hub, but I imagine you don't know their latest scheme. The terror cell is on the verge of acquiring mass quantities of a new genetic modification serum, Cyclone. They plan to distribute it across the Eagle's network.
How did you find that out?
Stray holonet transmissions. Murmurs in the underworld. Cyclone increases a user's speed and focus, transforming an average human into a natural assassin. It's also lethal. A minor defect. We need to learn who created the serum and find their link to the terrorists. You must obtain a sample. A Cyclone dose or a user's blood specimen.
Where would I get a dose of Cyclone?
Distribution is done anonymously, but Cyclone is available to the underworld. Gangsters are excellent test subjects. There's an augmentation shop in the Corellian sector, a place people go for fast, dangerous modifications. Purchase the Cyclone there. I can give you an injection to mimic the effects of long-term genetic damage. You'll be slower and weaker, but you'd make a convincing Cyclone buyer.
I assume the effects are temporary?
It should only last a short time, long enough for you to get to the shop. I suggest you avoid excessive violence while affected, however. Now, do you want the injection or not?
I'll take my chances without the injection.
As you like.
Probably the smart choice. Too bad. Wonder what he would have done to you.
Get to the shop, get me my Cyclone or my blood, then we find the link to your terrorist enemies.
Gahal Ravul Asjon Ujuet Untumata.
Musutueg non bushele siguru, u jure pensu sensta.
Provata Gahal Gurefes, Sugurutu ta Selvagu.
Ulkul da mete juder fel pusuna jormulu o galeg.
Introduce yourselves and we can talk.
Kuverunu l'horizon gal ruvel azon u jedete utumuta.
O gal unkas, ut termu nulu uma.
Rugel afna mul konfu esez quenu unsu sposu.
Luzato monzu sunjal usublulu.
La zatu mun zu lujem pretenden un plumakwen.
Uma, ormal omentu gorastuk.
Hand over your medical serums, gene stims, everything you've got.
Jonulu hagan datalamutu ondotta joestakon.
Warabold statuld dun un mod tatolle ranzatuega.
Stay out of trouble or I'll be back.
E kunet ungamasnetet accusata.
Roger X. I've been waiting for your call. I assume you have my Cyclone specimen. Was there any trouble at the augmentation shop? Did you admire their work?
I have the serum, the shop's been dealt with.
Now, we need to analyze the specimen. Figure out where Cyclone comes from. We'll need equipment I can't buy in Shadowtown. There's an abandoned medical laboratory in the Duros sector. If armed refugees haven't stripped it bare, you can run the analysis at the lab's bioscan.
Will these armed refugees pose a problem?
I don't see why. You're a trained killer. Kill them. Hello again, Cypher. I'm seeing everything the bioscan sees. Genetic bonding agents, molecular webs. Pure. Perfect. Take Cyclone and it becomes you. I'm going deeper now, Cypher. Looking for a signature to tell us who the artist is. Curious?
This serum is art to you.
Of a sort. It's not hard to appreciate when you see the intricacies. I have a corporate match. Cyclone's coding process is registered to Synchet Industries. Synchet used to manufacture droids, food supplements, medical supplies. But Synchet declared bankruptcy 5 years ago. The company is gone.
Someone else must be using their technology.
Synchet, a dead company, is connected to Cyclone. Cyclone is connected to the terror cell. We need more. I'm finding one former Synchet executive currently on Nar Shaddaa. He left the company just before it dissolved. Question him about Synchet. We need to know what happened to their resources, whether they had terrorist connections.
Shouldn't be hard to interrogate a rich businessman.
Your executive is named Jordal Tlan. Rich, eccentric, reclusive. Stays in his private casino lounge. Only associates with droids. No visitors allowed, no weapons allowed. He'll need a reason to talk to you, to be desperate to talk to you.
I assume you have something in mind?
Use the resources you have. See those medical crates? Combine their chemicals correctly and you'll have an undetectable poison. Klan's serving droids won't notice if you poison his drink. When he sweats and chokes, offer the antidote in return for cooperation.
That's not a bad idea.
I'm sending the formulas for poison and antidote. The important thing is to get to Klan. Get him talking about the terrorists, Cyclone, and the dissolution of Sinchet.
Master Tlan requested my repairs be completed in time for tomorrow's swoop race broadcast. You are supposed to comply.
I'm not a mechanic. I can't keep repairing you things when you malfunction.
Then I shall inform Master Tlan of your inability to perform your duties.
That's not necessary. Why don't you clear your memory of the last 5 minutes? Hey, you! This is Master Tlan's lounge. Is there something I can help you with?
I hope I'm not intruding. What's your name?
I'm Natula Pan. I assist Master Jordal Tlan, tend to his lounge and the droids. It's a pretty nice gig. When Tlan left the business world, he picked me up, bailed me out of debt. Now I work for one of the richest men on Nar Shaddaa.
You sound devoted. I hope he treats you well.
Tlan? Not like you're thinking. Might be nice to be treated well again. Look, don't take this wrong, but I don't know you, and no one comes in here just to talk. What's this about?
Maybe I just enjoy your company.
Somehow I doubt I'm who you're really interested in. Not that I'm complaining about the attention.
Let's get away from here. I'll prove how interested I am.
Ha! I suppose the droids can look after themselves for a while. We could slip down to the cantina for a little bit.
You two have fun. I'd come with, but she's a little sweet for my taste.
Okay, I needed that. I should definitely get out more. But I'm still curious. What's this all for? Let me in on the mystery.
I'm afraid your boss is involved with criminals.
Tlan doesn't even leave his room. I mean, I know he did some weird deals back in the day. Okay, I guess you are serious. You know I can't betray Tlan. But I can go behind his back a little, if you like.
I need to know if Sinchet Industries dealt with terrorists. I thought Klan might know.
Terrorists? Sinchet was pretty innocent, as corporations go, and Tlan wasn't political. Things did get a little weird toward the end. After the war, Tlan and his partners were desperate to sell. They sold Sinchet off, one division at a time, mostly to other companies, but one group of buyers creeped me out.
Can you tell me about the buyers?
A little. I can try. I don't know who the buyers were, but they didn't act like businessmen. Still, they had credits and they wanted to deal. They were after a Sinchet subdivision, some medical company. I don't know why, and I don't think Tlan cared.
Has Klan been in contact with them since?
I doubt it. He's retired, not a threat to anyone. Probably doesn't even remember the old buyers. I think the branch they bought was called Vervgen, something like that. Like I said, it made medical supplies. I don't know what else I can tell you. But don't worry, I won't say anything to Tlan.
Take care of yourself, all right?
You too. Dangerous planet out there.
Hello, Cypher. Always pleasant to speak. You know, I managed to slice into the Star Cluster's holocams. I got to see how you handle field work. You handled the Twi'lek woman expertly. I underestimated your persuasiveness.
Oh, she was happy to share what she knew.
Seduction is a useful tool for you. Does that cause friction with other operatives? No matter. So, now we know about Vervgen, a Sinchet Industries medical subsidiary purchased by a shadowy group of buyers. Those buyers were presumably members of the Terror Cell. The company was acquired to produce Cyclone and other technologies.
How could terrorists afford to buy a company?
Uncertain. It appears the Eagle's network has significant financial resources. I've located the Vervgen offices, but I'm unable to obtain personnel records. Their data is very well secured. I need you to set up surveillance. Slice into public terminals around the building perimeter, and I can use HoloNet resources to see and hear inside.
Say we're successful. Then what?
We analyze the situation. determine our best approach. VerveGen is located in the upper-level industrial sites. The sector is overrun by corporate security. Some may carry Cyclone as a last resort. When you're done, come to Shadowtown. We'll meet in person. Watch your X out. Welcome back, Cypher. Glad you could visit. Most people in Shadowtown seek escape. Spies, assassins. Freedom is the only reason they'd help the Empire. But Imperial intelligence isn't offering me freedom. You know why?
You're insane. Letting you free would be the worst thing we could do.
Imperial intelligence is scared to let me free. But the Watchers know that if I refuse to help, my mental conditioning reacts. If I disobey a superior, I get headaches. They last for days. So I may as well help you. The alternative is less pleasant.
Has intelligence done that to anyone else?
Oh yes. But I know you're eager to get back to business. Now that we have surveillance, I've been able to monitor VerveGen's activities. The results are enlightening. As we suspected, they're manufacturing Cyclone. In fact, VerveGen is preparing a large quantity of serum for transport and distribution.
Let's hear some more.
VerveGen's day-to-day management is expecting a visit from the owners. That's when the Cyclone will be turned over. Security will increase. Employees sent home, holocams activated, internal defenses powered on. But get into the meeting unnoticed, and you'll find the Terror Cell leaders.
Then we can eliminate the terrorists and destroy the Cyclone.
An appropriate solution. But the approach will require delicacy. With effort, we can create a cybernetic disguise combining armor, implants, and holographic technology. You would appear to be a Class 5 droid. Most security devices don't screen mindless droid workers. Fitted with such a camouflage system, you could walk into VerveGen unmolested.
Being covered in cybernetics and holograms doesn't exactly sound healthy.
It should be safe. Granted, I haven't seen it tested. I've already assembled the system's components. All that remains is to implant the cybernetics necessary to hide your life readings. I can put you to sleep with an anesthetic before making the incisions. Otherwise, we can begin. The procedure should be swift.
There's no way I'm letting you knock me out.
As you like. I'll go as fast as possible. There. I've inserted 3 implants along your spinal column. The pain should fade quickly. Congratulations. From now on, you'll be able to pass as a machine.
A droid disguise? Just what I've always wanted.
It won't be long before the cell leaders arrive at VerveGen. I suggest you get to the meeting. Eliminate everyone. Afterward, I'll contact you for confirmation. Good luck, Cypher.
After the test results came in, we made some modifications. The serum lasts longer, and the side effects kick in later. But it's still lethal. No matter what we do, Cyclone will burn up its users from the inside out.
I'm not concerned about fatalities. The men and women taking the serum understand the necessity of sacrifice. This is an important day for us. You've created a new weapon in our fight for freedom. One that we'll use to great advantage.
We're all honored to hear that from the Eagle, sir. VerveGen is your partner in the cause.
How do you want to proceed?
You and your men will distribute Cyclone to the cells and continue overseeing Nar Shaddaa. VerveGen will remain under your watch. Wraith and Pradote will continue managing the business.
I appreciate your faith in me, sir.
Smugglers are ready and waiting. As soon as we're done here, I'll get the serum to them.
Excellent. If we need VerveGen again, I'll contact you. Otherwise, use your initiative. End transmission.
You heard him. Grab the serum and go. Wraithen...
I'm sorry, sir. I was doing a full sensor scan, and that droid over there is showing unusual readings.
I don't recognize it. Certainly shouldn't be in the conference room.
I'm here to kill you.
Let's deal with this intruder.
Something's wrong with the internal defenses. I can't get a response.
Secure the building, and don't let anyone escape. Anyone who needs a boost from Cyclone, take it.
Recording function activated. Self-diagnosis? Critical. I'm going to die. I'm looking at the man who's going to kill me.
A cyborg. How convenient. You eliminated the cell leaders. Now we must remove every trace of their operation and prevent their followers from regrouping. The terrorist communications hub, the system they use to arrange meetings, store secrets, broadcast propaganda, must be destroyed. The man at your feet is our opportunity.
I thought stopping the meeting would end this.
There are always survivors. Terrorists scattered around Nar Shaddaa. You can deny them the resources to rebuild.
I don't know anything.
We can use his computer-enhanced brain to locate the hub. You'll need to route me to his cortical implant.
What? You can't do that!
There should be a standard interface somewhere on his skull. Connect your holocommunicator, and I can slice the data inside his mind.
Please, I'll tell you what you need to know. Just don't slice my brain.
It's nothing personal. But it is necessary.
Don't. Please don't. Ah! Ah!
I'm inside. He's Aifel Yarn, born on Dantooine. 16 years old, he comes to Nar Shaddaa, works for the Exchange, earns his cybernetics. 19 years. He's recruited by the Nar Shaddaa terror cell, starts as nothing, but his enhancements prove useful to men higher up. They connect him to the cell's communications hub, feed him codes and patterns. Now the coordinates are mine.
Where am I going next?
The hub is in the network access sector, a maze of computers and holonet transceivers. You'll have to pass the cell's security droids to reach it, certainly within your capabilities. Once you're there, disable the terminal. Then the Nar Shaddaa terror cell will cease to exist.
Can't.
Consider this an act of mercy.
Congratulations, Cypher. You've struck the final blow to the terror cell. Survivors will be unable to regroup. Ties to the Eagle's network have been severed. There's only one catch. Destroying the network hub sent a ripple through the holonet. Shadowtown security momentarily failed. I took the opportunity to escape.
Escaping was your real goal all along.
I knew working with intelligence would expand my options. It wasn't until we met that I formulated a plan.
Damn son of a sow.
Soon one of your watchers will notice the glitch. You'll be asked to find me, hunt me. But I don't want you as an enemy. Tell your watcher that I remain imprisoned. Once I'm safe, I'll share my secrets. You'll know everything intelligence keeps from its ciphers.
How do I know you'd keep your end of the deal?
You don't. But consider the possibilities. Do you want the details of the eugenics program that bred myself and Watcher 2? The aliases of your friend, Kaleo Janis?
You sleazy freak. Think you can play? You are dead. You're so dead.
It's yours. All the secrets. You only have to help me escape Nar Shaddaa.
You know how to make a tempting offer.
I can guarantee this chance won't come again.
You're kidding, right? You're going to sit back and let him use you?
Is there something you don't want me to know?
I don't care what he tells you. I care that he thinks he can get away with manipulating us.
Apologies for interrupting. I have to get to my ship. And you have an incoming call from your masters. Goodbye, Cypher.
Cypher 9, this is Watcher 2. I'm routing this call through a half-dozen city subsystems. We intercepted a set of terrorist transmissions reporting the destruction of a company called Verve Gen. I've sent agents to scour the company's systems for additional data. It seems the Nar Shaddaa cell has been neutralized.
I can confirm that the cell's been destroyed.
That's excellent, but there's something that concerns me. As I was monitoring, I noticed some unusual network activity. It's possible Shadowtown's security was breached. I'm worried about Watcher X. He'd take advantage of a fault like that.
I just talked to him. He's still locked up.
I must have made a mistake then. That man puts me on edge. I'm sorry you had to work with him.
You're not the only one who's bothered by him.
And I'm sure you had it worse than I did. I won't trouble you further. I'm knee-deep in new data, and I'm sure you have business left on Nar Shaddaa. Contact me once you've returned to your ship. Watcher 2 out.
You cowardly piece of filth. I'm not going to forget this.